Hello everyone, I am Meg. Welcome to another video. Welcome back if you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, and welcome if you are brand new to my channel. I am happy to have you here. And I am glad that you are watching this video, and I hope that it helps to inspire you. So this video is going to be about how to quit the rat race of life and do what you want to do. Live the life of your dreams. So to catch you up to speed on my story, it was about 2 years ago now that I made the conscious decision to quit my corporate job and start living more for me. So what I did was that I decided to hike the Appalachian Trail, and in that decision I was sort of forced is an abrupt word, but I'll say forced to take on this new perspective of, okay, how can I minimize the things in my life? How can I get out of debt? How can I make this work? And then the moment that I was out on that trail, I knew that there was no sort of going back from there. So if I can do it, you can do it too, and I believe in you. So number one, what you have to do, this is just for anybody, if you are in a phase of life or a moment of life where you're just like, what am I doing? You know, like, how did I end up doing this? This isn't what I want to do. This isn't really what I'm passionate about. There is hope for you yet. There is hope for you yet. So whether it's traveling more or traveling full time or quitting your job and working for yourself, these are all very attainable goals, okay? And these things can also be applied to many other things other than work. They can be applied to health. They can be applied to relationships, and the list goes on and on. But first, you have to, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you have to decide that you want to do it and know that you are worthy. So we'll continue to use the example of, if you want to quit the rat race, sort of like the 9 to 5, and begin to design more of your own life full of freedom and joy and passion and purpose, decide you want to do it, believe that you are worthy. That is step one. The second thing that you will need to do from there is get your shit together. What I mean by that is, like I previously mentioned, for me, that was the decision to get rid of all of my things. My partner at the time and I had a house in Pittsburgh. We collectively decided not to keep any of our belongings, and so we sold all of our things, and it was the best possible thing to step forth into like the next journey. But that's a bit extreme, I suppose. But that is a good way to do it if you are deciding to, say, like travel full time or like go and hike a long distance trail like the Appalachian Trail. I know a lot of my followers are hikers, and so if you're in a place where you're trying to like stop doing what you're doing, go do something else for a minute, that's a good way to do it. But if you're just trying to like change and transition what you're doing now, then there's also like more subtle steps that you can begin to take now. So, but by getting your shit together, it's like you already know probably in your heart what it is that you need to do or want to do in order to be living like a better life, or more so like the life that's along the lines of your dreams. So decluttering is a great first step. If you, and a good example of this is, look around in your life, like look around at your house. Is it cluttered or is it clean? If it's cluttered, that's a good example to you that like perhaps you got a bit of clutter up in your brain, and that you could benefit from a little bit of spring cleaning. So start by what I did. It took me almost like pretty much a full, maybe like 8 to 9 months actually, to start going through my wardrobe, like just minimizing all of my stuff. Going through my kitchen was another huge thing. Something that John and I did was we went down to like 2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 spoons, 2 knives, like just like little decluttering things where it's like, do you hate always doing your dishes? Well, why do you have so many dishes? Like, there's always a better way to do things. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't like get rid of all of my dishes. I had a china cabinet at the time, so if we had guests over, I'd pull out more dishes. But for the day in and day out, especially if you just live on your own or just maybe with one other person, it's like a really beneficial thing to do, because then it's like you have to wash the plate to eat whatever you want to eat next. You have to wash the fork. And then it puts you in this habit of just cleaning as you go, which is so beneficial, because how you do anything is how you do everything. So step one is just decide that you want to do it. Step two is getting your shit together. So if you want to quit the rat race, start living your own dreams, you have to literally begin by bettering yourself. So you cannot, wherever you go, there you are. If you find yourself in a moment where you just don't really like your job and you're thinking about changing positions or something like that, consider your motivation on why, because it's the same with a relationship. Like if you end a relationship or a job and go right into another thing, you're gonna take the same lessons and challenges with you wherever you go. So pull back a little bit from that and get right with yourself first. Declutter your home, declutter your brain, minimize your dependency on things. That will help you a lot. And then another way to get your shit together is by taking a hard look at your finances and seeing where you're maybe overspending, where you could cut back, ways that you could chip away at your debt, and then ultimately getting into a snowball with paying off debts and loans and that sort of thing. So this is pretty much just like a starter inspirational video. I want to let you all know that if you're in that position and you're watching this video, you can do it. You can quit the rat race and live the life of your dreams. So number 3 here, step 3 is putting together a plan. So this is a bit more like to piggyback on getting your shit together. Get a plan together for yourself. Decide what it is you want to do, and then begin to do it. This is actually where I come in and where I specialize in my coaching with people is like helping people like look at their lives objectively and stay motivated to working towards their goals, whether or not they're still in like a specific job or anything like that. So you gotta have a plan. And the cool thing about having a plan is that it keeps you focused, and and then you can sort of like expand from there. Because when I first started to get into a plan of getting rid of my debt, it was like, it took me maybe, first of all, it took me like 1 or 2 days just to get out of any mental worrying or mental suffering as far as debt, because I started to see ways that I could actually get out of it. And within 2 or 3 days, I was completely out of mental suffering with it. Within a week, I saw the momentum of how I could take the energy of money and place it in better places, where then it was working for me, and I was working towards something, not just in that habit of paying the monthly bills and kind of like keeping locked in that. That's how people get locked in that rat race, is thinking that they need to like make more money to pay for more things, or to continue a lifestyle that they don't actually enjoy living. So you gotta just like check in with yourself and really get honest with yourself, put together your plan, and then follow it through. So number 4 is you gotta take the leap of faith. I gotta stop saying literally so much. That's such a Valley Girl thing. Comment below how many times I say literally in a video, and I'll stop doing it. But you have to take the leap of faith. You have to actually take the leap of faith to then step forward and do what you want to do. So from the time, like I said, it's been about 2 years since I made the conscious decision to change my life for the better and to start doing what I wanted to do again. And that involves many things, many videos on other days about all of this. But from that decision to now, 2 years is really not that long of a time. And 1 year, less than 1 year, was what it took from deciding that to getting myself out of over $20,000 worth of debt, quitting my corporate job, selling all of my things, getting rid of my house. I sold my car, I sold all my bikes, like everything. Took a leap of faith and stepped out onto the Appalachian Trail. It was like 8 or 9 months. Now those were 8 or 9 months where I was like, oh my gosh, I want this so bad. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to get there, which was great motivation. So if you are watching this and you're looking to hike a trail, comment below and I'll give you more like specific insight for that. The next video I'm going to film is how to hike the Appalachian Trail. Stay tuned for that. But also, it's important to know that sometimes these things take time because you want to build that firm foundation for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that miracles can't happen overnight. Miracles can and do happen overnight all the time. But if you are in a position where you just woke up, in this reality of like, this, whatever it is, this is not what I want to be doing, and I want to change it, and I want to start getting back to like what I'm really passionate about, and finding out what like my purpose is in life, then there's hope for you yet, and you can get yourself in a plan today to achieve your dreams starting today. And then you'll have a better tomorrow, which leads to a better tomorrow, and a better tomorrow, and a better tomorrow. And the next thing you know, you'll have so much positive momentum rolling that you just wake up and you're like, wow, I really am living the life of my dreams. Wow, this is really freaking cool. So wherever you are today, know that you can do it. Know that it's achievable. Know that you can quit the rat race and live the life of your dreams. There will be many more videos on this topic, but if you have specific questions, comment below, and I will address those either in the comments or with another video in this realm. So I love you all. Thank you to everybody who's been with me along this journey so far. Welcome to anybody new to my channel. If you vibe with me, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Facebook at Meg Greenlee Unlimited. And I look forward to connecting with you. I've pretty much got an open door policy. I love getting feedback and messages from people. So peace and love. Namaste. Stay tuned. And I will be checking in again very soon.